Ever stared at a Bitcoin chart and wondered if you missed your chance? What if I told you there's a wild, almost mythical phase in crypto where everything goes ballistic? This is the legendary banana zone. It's the part of the cycle where logic vanishes and market mania takes over. Fortunes are made overnight, and suddenly everyone's talking about Bitcoin. The banana zone isn't a small bump. It's a vertical rocket, leaving even pros breathless. Imagine waking up to your portfolio doubling day after day. This is the banana zone parabolic growth, so steep the chart literally curves like a banana. It's the explosive finale of a bull market, fueled by media hype and FOMO. Understanding it is key to surviving crypto's craziest moments. Many think crypto is just luck, but there are patterns, cycles of boom and bust. The banana zone is the peak. For those who spot it, it's a rare opportunity. It's not gambling, it's about reading the crowd and acting before the stampede. But beware, what rockets up can crash down just as fast. The banana zone is thrilling but risky. You need knowledge and a cool head to navigate it. So strap in, we're about to break down the most exhilarating and potentially profitable phenomenon in crypto. Ready? Before we dive into the banana zone, do me a favor, hit like, subscribe, and share this with your crypto-curious friends. The banana zone might sound silly, but behind the meme is a real, repeating market pattern. Today we'll explain what it is, why it happens, and how to spot it before it's too late. We'll break down the anatomy of a bull run, from quiet accumulation to headline-grabbing mania. You'll learn the signs that signal the banana zone is near. Think of this as your survival guide to crypto's wildest phase. We'll show you how to tell a normal rally from a true parabolic melt-up. Yes, it's called the banana zone because the chart looks like one, but there's more to it. This isn't about hype, it's about education and preparation. By the end, you'll understand this market force and how to handle it. We'll use real examples and practical tips. The goal, turn you from a bystander into an informed participant, ready for chaos. So let's get started. Quick question, have you ever felt extreme FOMO in the markets? Share your story in the comments. I read everyone, let's jump in. So what is the banana zone? It's the final explosive phase of a Bitcoin bull market. Not just a steady climb, this is parabolic growth, where prices accelerate almost vertically. Bitcoin stops acting like a normal asset and starts rocketing upward. Prices can jump thousands in a day, creating euphoria and a sense of inevitability. Suddenly, Bitcoin is everywhere. News, social media, even your family group chat. This attention creates a feedback loop. Rising prices attract more buyers, which pushes prices even higher. FOMO takes over and the mania feeds itself. The key difference, the speed and size of the moves. Traditional analysis goes out the window. Fundamentals barely matter. Emotion and momentum rule. It's the grand finale where months or years of energy explode in a vertical surge. But this phase is unstable, like stretching a rubber band to its limit. The banana zone is peak optimism, where everyone feels like a genius. But it's also the point of maximum risk. The same curve that creates wealth on the way up can destroy it on the way down. Understanding both the opportunity and the danger is crucial. That's how you navigate the frenzy wisely. Why call it the banana zone? It's classic crypto humor, mixing memes with market analysis. The chart during this phase literally curves like a banana, gentle at first, then shooting skyward. The term caught on in crypto communities because it's simple, visual, and memorable. Analysts like TechDev popularized it using the banana shape to explain the mania. It's catchy, easy to understand, and strips away jargon. Saying banana zone is just a fun way to describe exponential price action. But it's more than a joke. The name hints at the madness too. Going bananas means going wild, which is exactly what happens in the market. People quit jobs, take out loans, and obsess over charts. The banana zone describes both the chart and the collective frenzy. It's a meme, but also a serious shorthand for a real market event. Veterans know the feeling. Newcomers get a vivid intro to crypto's wild side. The banana zone is a joke, a meme, and a warning all in one, and that's why the name stuck. The banana zone isn't just about charts. It's about psychology. Greed and FOMO drive the mania. As prices soar, stories of overnight millionaires flood the news. The fear of missing out becomes overwhelming, pushing people to buy at any price. This brings in waves of inexperienced investors chasing quick gains. Herd mentality takes over. Everyone buys, convinced the rally will never end. Skepticism vanishes. Euphoria rules. The market enters a state of collective delusion. This time it's different. Time warps, days feel like weeks, and wild swings happen in hours. It's an emotional roller coaster, ecstasy at gains, panic at dips, then relief as prices rebound. This chaos leads to poor decisions as people abandon long-term plans for short-term thrills. Meanwhile, smart money, early investors, wait for this moment. They start selling to the latecomers driven by FOMO. The banana zone is a massive distribution event. It's peak opportunity for sellers, but maximum danger for buyers just joining the frenzy. That's the irony. The wildest gains come right before the fall. A banana zone doesn't just appear out of thin air, it's the climax of a long, slow process, the accumulation phase. After a brutal bear market, prices are low, sentiment is at rock bottom, and most people have moved on. But seasoned investors quietly accumulate, building positions while no one's watching. It's a time of apathy and disbelief, a real test of patience. This slow, silent process locks away supply, setting the stage for the explosive moves to come. When demand returns, that's when the banana zone truly begins. After a long, quiet winter of accumulation, the market needs a spark to reignite the fire. The Bitcoin halving is a powerful catalyst, cutting new supply and reminding everyone of its programmed scarcity. This event often acts as the starting pistol for a new cycle, putting Bitcoin back in the news and shifting sentiment. Major announcements like corporations buying Bitcoin or new ETFs add fuel, validating its staying power. As price breaks out, early adopters profit while most remain skeptical, but momentum builds. The engine is started, the rocket is trembling, ready for launch. Section 3. Reading the tea leaves. Early warning signs. As the bull market matures, key indicators signal the banana zone may be near. The trend accelerates, price action gets steeper, and dips are bought up instantly. Retail interest spikes, with crypto apps topping download charts and search terms like "how to buy Bitcoin" surging. This is when the dumb money arrives at the party. Euphoria takes over, social media is filled with bullish predictions, and skepticism disappears. When optimism is unblinking and exuberance reigns, the elastic band is stretched to its limit. This is it, the moment we've all been waiting for. After months of steady climbing, the market snaps, the switch is flipped, and we're in the banana zone. Bitcoin's price goes vertical, smashing all-time highs day after day. The numbers become so large they almost lose meaning. Mania takes over, creating a feedback loop that pushes prices ever higher. For a brief, glorious moment, it feels like it could go on forever. This is the absolute peak of the bull market's power. Magnificent, terrifying, unforgettable. As the price goes parabolic, social media platforms like Twitter, Reddit, and TikTok transform into a global 24/7 hype machine for the banana zone. Every timeline, every feed is completely saturated with Bitcoin. You can't escape it. Influencers who may have been talking about fashion or video games a month ago are now crypto gurus, posting charts with laser eyes photoshopped onto their faces and making impossibly bold price predictions. $1 million a coin? Why not 2 million? In the echo chamber of the banana zone, no target seems too absurd. This constant barrage of bullish sentiment creates a powerful social pressure to conform and join the herd. The content becomes a blur of celebratory posts. People share screenshots of their bulging portfolios, their gains porn, inspiring both awe and a crippling sense of FOMO in others. Complex market dynamics are boiled down to simplistic, easily shareable memes. Hodl to the moon, diamond hands. These slogans become tribal chants, reinforcing the collective belief system and drowning out any dissenting voices. Anyone who dares to suggest that the market might be overheated or that a correction could be coming is immediately shouted down, labeled a fudster, spreading fear, uncertainty, and doubt, or a no-coiner who simply doesn't get it. The atmosphere is one of toxic positivity. This social media frenzy plays a critical role in accelerating the mania. It takes the news of the rising price and amplifies it 1,000,000 times over, spreading it to every corner of the globe in an instant. It creates a unified, albeit delusional, narrative that is incredibly difficult to resist. It makes you feel like you are part of a revolutionary movement, a digital army that is changing the world, one buy order at a time. This sense of community and shared purpose is intoxicating, making it even harder for individuals to think rationally and assess the enormous risks that are rapidly building up just beneath the surface of the euphoria. It's a classic case of crowd psychology playing out on a global scale. We saw this happen in spectacular fashion during the 2017 and 2021 bull runs. In 2017, the mania was centered around forums on Reddit with endless discussions about which obscure altcoin would be the next Bitcoin. In 2021, the madness moved to TikTok and Twitter, with Elon Musk's cryptic tweets capable of sending the market into a frenzy. In both cases, social media wasn't just reporting on the banana zone, it was an active participant, a co-creator of the hype. It became the digital arena where the madness was displayed for all to see, a chaotic and mesmerizing spectacle of greed, hope, and memes rolled into one. Living through the banana zone is one of the most intense emotional roller coasters you can experience. On the way up, it's pure euphoria. Waking up feels like Christmas, your portfolio keeps growing, and you feel like a financial genius. But this euphoria is punctuated by gut-wrenching panic as the market swings wildly. Out of nowhere, the market can plunge, leaving you terrified you'll lose everything. The real challenge? Keeping a cool head when everyone else is losing theirs. The banana zone is defined by a flood of newcomers, people who had zero interest in crypto just months before. They're your neighbors, co-workers, and relatives, all drawn in by the promise of easy money and relentless media hype. Exchanges crash under the demand. These new buyers, often clueless about what they're buying, fuel the final vertical price spike. Their arrival is the ultimate warning bell, the last dance before the music stops. The banana zone is where fortunes are made, where your investment can multiply 10, 20, even 100 times in months. It's the ultimate high-stakes, high-reward scenario, attracting dreamers from every corner of the globe. Imagine buying Bitcoin before the mania, then watching your patience pay off spectacularly. The euphoria spills into the broader crypto market, triggering wild gains and life-changing stories. Ultimately, the grand reward is freedom, control over your time, your life, and your dreams. It's the pot of gold at the end of a very volatile rainbow. Now, for every story of incredible triumph, there is a dark side. The path through the banana zone is littered with dangers, and the risks are just as monumental as the rewards. The most obvious and brutal risk is the crash that inevitably follows. Parabolic ascents are, by their very nature, unsustainable. The same manic energy that sends the price to unimaginable heights will lead to a catastrophic collapse. When the music stops, it stops suddenly and violently. The price can plummet by 80% or more from its peak, wiping out the paper fortunes of anyone who failed to take profits near the top. Holding on for too long is the classic mistake that turns would-be millionaires back into cautionary tales. Beyond the risk of a market crash, the banana zone is a fertile breeding ground for scams and outright fraud. When there is this much greed and desperation in the air, the sharks begin to circle. You will be bombarded with promises of guaranteed returns, secret trading bots, and next-generation crypto projects that are, in reality, nothing more than elaborate schemes designed to separate you from your money. Phishing attempts become more sophisticated, and fake celebrity giveaways flood social media. The sheer chaos of the market makes it incredibly difficult for newcomers to distinguish between legitimate opportunities and malicious traps. It's a minefield where one wrong step can lead to devastating losses. Let's not forget the immense emotional and psychological toll, the constant stress, the lack of sleep, the wild swings between euphoria and panic. It can be incredibly damaging to your mental health. It can strain relationships with friends and family who don't understand your obsession or who are worried about the risks you're taking. The addiction to checking prices can consume your life, making it impossible to focus on work or enjoy simple pleasures. This emotional stress often leads to poor, impulsive decisions like selling at the bottom in a panic or buying the top in a fit of greed. Managing your own psychology is perhaps the single greatest challenge and risk of all. So how do you keep a cool head? The key is to have a plan. You enter the madness. Decide on your price targets for taking profit in advance and write them down. Don't get greedy. Taking some profit is always better than taking none. Never invest more than you are truly willing to lose. Turn off the noise from social media and stop looking at the chart every 5 minutes. And most importantly, remember that what goes up parabolically must come down. The banana zone is a thrilling ride, but it's a temporary one. The goal is not to ride it forever, but to get off safely before it careens over the cliff. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Are we on the verge of another banana zone? The signs are exciting, Bitcoin's supply is tighter than ever, and spot Bitcoin ETFs have unleashed a wave of institutional demand. Wall Street is buying, and coins are vanishing into cold storage. The rocket is being fueled, and the launch sequence has begun. If history repeats, the next banana zone could be bigger than ever. The legendary Bitcoin banana zone demystified. We've explored the wild cycle from quiet accumulation to the manic ascent and learned how preparation and strategy are key. The market isn't chaos, it's a grand play, and understanding the cycle is your greatest weapon. Know your goals, set your plan, and stick to it when emotions run high. Now it's over to you. What's your move in the next banana zone? Drop your thoughts below. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride.